Hey, what's up, guys? Coming at you with a video here. We're going to change up the channel a little bit. We're going to talk about money, finance. Started on this journey of rebuilding my credit, personal credit, probably about 2 years ago. I had a lot of student loans and what else was on there? Basically just student loans as far as like late payments. Most of the derogatories have now been removed, and I'm going to put a link down in the video to how you guys could do that. I used a company called Lexington Law. They've been working pretty well for me to rebuild that portion. But I want to talk to you guys specifically about business credit. Now, business credit is a little bit different from the personal side. It's like, and it's having credit attached to your EIN, which is a number that every business gets. It's kind of like a social security number for the business. And with that, it allows you to take on debt or get credit cards under that business name. Okay? So I just want to share with you guys, or just want you to think about, especially if you're an independent contractor or you own your own business. I mean, this is going to be a great opportunity for you to leverage business credit. So I kind of want to talk about, you guys might know that there's 3 bureaus on the personal side that monitor your credit. So that's TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. Now, on the opposite side of that, with the business credit, they have a similar situation. That instead of TransUnion, they have Dun & Bradstreet. There's Experian Business, and there's an Equifax Business Score as well. There's a couple of other ones, but I'll get into those in a later video. But those are the main 3 that the lenders look at: Dun & Bradstreet, Experian Business, and Equifax. Okay. So this is going to be a really quick video. I just want to share with you guys what I was able to build since November of last year, 2018, when I started. So I just want to share with you guys a couple of accounts that I got to get started. One of my very first accounts that I set up was with Uline. So I'll go ahead and just write it up here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it. You guys see that? Hopefully. I don't think you're going to be able to see it. Here, I'll make it bigger. Now, Uline, they have, they sell like shipping supplies. They also do like office supplies too. So what I ordered from them was like bottled water to start. Like, making sure all of my bottled water and stuff came from them to get started. And they started me off with $1,000 limit. Now, with that limit, I mean, you're only going to be able to, you got to be able to pay it back within 30 days. So to keep that in mind before you go out and start doing all this. But there's a whole nother process that you need to follow before you even get to these steps. I just wanted to share with you guys the meat of what I'm doing here. Okay. The next account that I had was Quill. Now they sell a bunch of stuff on there. It's pretty, I would say they're pretty similar to Uline, but they don't do packing materials and shipping and janitorial stuff. So this is kind of like a, just imagine Walmart. I mean, they sell everything. I actually bought this camera that I'm using to film this, as well as the Blue Yeti microphone from them. All of these will be business expenses. But anyway, that's another account I started with. I had Granger temporarily, but some reason, I don't know why they didn't approve me. They approved me, then they didn't approve me. Then I had to go back, talk to them, and they end up withdrawing the credit line. So Granger is another one. If you can get it, I would recommend doing these 2 first, and then try Granger. As your third option. So I started off with these 2. The very next account that I added was, I'll just show you guys the card here. Let's see if you can see that. That's a fuel card, and that's through Wex.com. What the fuel card allows you to do is essentially all of your gas purchases or anything you want to buy from like a gas station would go to that card. I highly recommend this for if you're a driver or you're a truck driver or an Uber driver, Lyft, any of those like gig economy stuff. You definitely want to get you one of these when you're setting up your business credit. It saved you. I mean, you get 30 to 45 days to pay it back, which is phenomenal. I mean, you probably spend $200-300 a week in gas. Why not have that building something for you with business credit? So I'll write that one up there as well. Now, WEX, which is the group that like manages these cards, you see it there in the corner, WEX. They have a bunch of other cards, so you can pick specific gas stations and stuff like that you go to a lot, because there's fuel discounts as well. It's helping you build that business credit. And then in a later video, I'll talk about like the detail of how you want to pay these bills. Don't go out and do anything yet. Just make sure that you subscribe and follow me. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers, what I want to do is I want to show you guys specifically how to set these up. Also, the structure of your business, like detail by detail. We even go into the phone conversations that I've had with some of these lenders. But anyway, so these were the first ones I had. In between here and there's probably about 2-3 months, maybe two billing cycles between these two and Luke Oil. Then I added this one, and let me just go ahead and erase Granger, because I don't even have that one as an account anymore. So these are the first three I started off with. Also, the next one that I got was this one here. That's it's a Home Depot card, but the way I came about this was that Home Depot acquired another company, which I went with, which is called eHardware Express. So I went with that company. With the Home Depot card. Now, with this, I can walk into any Home Depot and purchase any of the products. And it's a net 30 account, so they give you 30 days to pay. The great thing about them is that it's 30 days to pay from the invoice date. So if for some reason, Home Depot is pretty quick about it, so they invoice you probably the same day or the next day, depending on if it's a holiday or anything like that. But you want to make sure it only gives you 30 days from the invoice date. So if it takes them 3 weeks to invoice you, your due date will be reflected 3 weeks out from there. That's a great card. Also got this one. This is with Lowe's. Same concept. This is probably one of my higher limits. It's like $2,500. On the Home Depot card, I think it's 1,000 if I'm not mistaken. Also, too, if you're a gig economy person, or you're a truck driver, or anyone that owns and operates vehicles, Advanced Auto Parts. So I got $1,000 limit with Advanced Auto Parts, net 30. So anytime, imagine if you had an alternator or some brakes that you had to put on your vehicle, this will give you 30-45 days to pay for those parts. So like myself, I just bought a positive battery cable that was $80. So what I did, I just walk into the store, I give them my account number, account name, and then they come back and say, okay, we found the part for you. It's going to be $80. All right, have a nice day. And that's it. And you pay for that 30 days from whatever the invoice date was. So imagine that. Especially for a fellow, because I'm an Uber driver and Lyft driver myself, fellow drivers, if you ever in a pinch or you need to get, 30 days is a long time for you to be able to come up with the money to cover that part. Because I know an alternator could be easy $350, $400. Brakes probably won't be that much, but the idea is to have all of your purchases, or most of them, through business credit channels. Because again, it's separate from your personal. So by you using these cards, it doesn't affect your utilization ratio on the personal side. None of it's not even connected. It's its own separate thing. What else? Let's see. What else do I have? Oh, so here's another card I have with Staples more. The idea behind all this is to get as many accounts as you can reporting to those 3 credit bureaus. The whole goal here is to eventually get to what's called cash credit. So Visa, MasterCards, American Express, all those cards for the business. But this is technically building up your credit history. I would advise you guys not to spend more than you're already spending. Just make a list of all of the things that you're currently spending money on anyway, and just purchase those things through your business, if you have one. And I'll get into how to set that up in a later video. But if you guys have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to drop it in the comment section, and make sure you subscribe. Like I said, once we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll tell you guys exactly start to finish from every single account of how I set this up. And the future goal here is to leverage my way into multifamily real estate, and that's going to be another video, because I want to tell you guys more about that and how those numbers work, which is out of my mind. Now, closing tip for today: if you're in the market for a home, you're looking to buy your first house, ask your broker or your real estate agent about multifamily, meaning more than one door. Okay, so you want duplexes, triplexes, quadruplexes, or maybe even a 5-unit. Ask your broker, ask your lender about that information, because I think if you analyze the numbers and they can break it down for you, it'll make a lot of sense. But I'm going to do that in a later video as well. All right, peace.